So I've had a lot of requests to get into this next drill. This is our quick drill, and the quick drill is designed to tap in to the body's stretch reflex, and it's also a really great neurological priming drill for the counter movement jump or a stationary jump. There's also some great carryover into full approach jump and kind of diving in and to the deeper elements of the natural impulses of our body. But we'll get into this drill right away. So what we want to do is start off by setting ourselves up for a counter movement jump, which a counter movement jump is a stationary jump with a loading sequence or a counter movement of the arms and the hips into a obviously jump effort. We're going to start first and foremost, I'm going to stand sideways so you can see this a little bit, with playing around with the arms, meaning all I want you to do first is allow the arms to rock back into extension and pay attention to the sensations this provides. Tap into what's happening to your body, meaning we're not just going through motions here, we're really trying to feel what's happening with the arms as they reach the end range of extension. What you're going to notice here is my arms end up hitting end range and they're kicked back forward. That kick back forward is really a protection mechanism our body has in place, our stretch shortening cycle, which is that if you lengthen a muscle violently, so let's say for instance I lengthen my bicep really fast, what our body is going to naturally do is we'll hit that end range of those fibers extending, and we're going to get the body kind of kicking in reverse and shortening that same muscle tissue to help protect a lot of the associated joints and tissues involved. So in this case, as we rifle those arms back into extension, we're creating a great deal of stretch through the anterior compartment of the shoulder, which is the front of our shoulders and our chest. We're in internal rotation here, which is a lot of torque and power, and these arms get kind of popped back forward, kind of this kickback out of extension. So after we've played around with this, and I would suggest playing around with a couple sets of 10, playing around with kind of the velocity that you're sending the arms back into extension, and then paying close attention that you're staying active through your upper body, meaning that we're not just completely relaxed and throwing our arms kind of haphazardly behind us. We could put ourselves in a position where you might damage some tissue. So we want to be active through the upper body and feel those arms reach end range and kick back. Start to think about jumping a little bit deeper, meaning that with these arms as they hit, you're going to feel that reaction at the end and pay close attention to what that feels like. I promise you, the more you understand how a jump feels, more than how it looks or what the end result looks like, the better you will be at jumping, and two, if you're a coach, the better you'll be at coaching jumping as well. So now that we have this kind of arm swing sensation under control, we're going to add in some flexion through the ankles, knees, and hips. And what we want to pay attention to is releasing the hips and knees simultaneously, meaning this is when we're going to know that we prime the body to jump as high as possible from a stationary perspective. The best jumpers in the world will release hips and the knees at the same time. If we release hips alone and then knees, we're going to get a very kind of posterior anterior cyclical pattern that'll send you forward. And if we release knees and then hips, we get this anterior posterior kind of wave that will get the athlete too far back on the heels, and you're not going to get the same force production quality. So we want to really pay attention to load hips and knees at the same time. We're going to go slow to start. Arms back, arms forward, and when you get comfortable with the pattern, we're going to speed up the velocity of that backswing and pay attention to that nice stretch shortening cycle we get, and we get into a quick scenario. So we're here, nice and tall, quick, big breath, quick, and we want this to feel connected. You'll know if this isn't being performed right, likely based on where that weight is distributed on your feet and where you end up after each rep. Quick, and you'll feel that end. When you hit flexion, you hit that end range of your loading sequence, you'll feel a nice kick back out of the pocket. If you're not feeling that kick back, that just means you need to spend more time tapping into kind of the network of sensation that our body produces when we do heavily ballistic movements like jumping. So the quick pattern I love to use as a neurological primer, meaning you could use it prior to a jump session that you're having or a technique session that you're having. You could use this at the beginning of a weightlifting session as well if you're doing something that is upper body orientated. Again, it kind of primes a lot of this tissue sensitivity through the shoulder girdle and chest. Play around with it. Bottom line is, you'll be a better athlete if you allow yourself to explore the different avenues of the way your body moves and the different velocities it moves at. So have some fun with the quick drill. If you haven't already, just take a moment, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I promise you're going to eventually do it. This is the space I live in, and I'm going to keep bringing to you content that will help you jump higher, help you coach athletes to jump higher. This is Tyler Ray of Project Pure Athlete, and we'll catch you in the next one.